Well, hey there, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a decent start to the weekend. Doing a little follow-up video on the video I did yesterday, talking about the new women's hockey league, and I kind of did a little raw reaction on the way home from work last night, and I said I was gonna look into some more information. And we got some, and I think it's pretty cool. I'm really hoping this turns out good. But before I get into that, if you are new to the channel, or if you're new to hockey in general, and you somehow found the channel, I'm very happy that you're here. So if you love hockey like I do, it would mean a great deal to me. It would be very greatly appreciated if you would hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded, you can tap that little bell, and it will notify you anytime videos are uploaded. So, the PWHL, that's what it's being called, the Professional Women's Hockey League, better known again as the PWHL. Now, I mean, women's hockey has always been kind of a trying to get a pro league going, it's been hard. It has not been easy. There's been so much drama involved with it. But when it comes down to it, I want to see women's hockey work. I'm really hoping this works. I really want it to work. Because, I mean, they tried to have two different women's leagues, and it did not work. Nothing worked. And even the NHL said, there's two women's leagues, we got nothing to do with it. If you can find a way to get one league, then we might have something to do with it. So hopefully the NHL will have something to do with this. Now, there are going to be 6 teams. 3 U.S. teams and 3 Canadian teams, as they're dubbing it, the original 6. The teams that are in the United States are Boston, Minnesota, which basically is the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul, and then the New York City area. So that could encompass also Connecticut and New Jersey. So it's not just they're in New York. It's they're encompassing that whole area, with going across the river to New Jersey and potentially Connecticut. And, of course, the Canadian teams, naturally, Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa. Now, of course, we don't know what the team logos are going to look like. We don't even know what the team names are really going to be. We just know the locations of where they're going to be. So, it starts in January 2024. They will have a 24-game regular season, and apparently they might be in different areas, like different arenas. They haven't exactly got the arenas figured out yet either. But there's a little time to figure that out. But there's potential that they might play in other different places. We're not exactly sure potentially where, but and I guess it kind of says, at least here in the ESPN article, that, PWHL will play its games in a variety of facilities, from NHL-sized rinks to minor and junior league arenas. So, basically Mullet Arena. They can play, go play, playing out of Mullet Arena. That's kind of, I think, what they're looking at here. Which, hey, that's not bad. That's not a bad thing. And they're hoping, too, to get some TV, to get some TV coverage, which would be awesome, too. But the league has been fully funded by the co-owner of the Los Angeles Dodgers, which is really cool. The teams will have 11 to 13 staff members. And apparently most of them, a majority of them, will be full-time employees. That's a plus. That's a big plus. And players that want to play in this league. So women hockey players who want to get in on this and want to declare for the draft, they have to do so by September 3rd. So they have till September 3rd to go and declare themselves eligible for this draft, which before the draft, there will also be a 10-day free agent period from September 1st to September 10th, which I'm trying to figure out how that necessarily is going to work before this draft, because the draft is not until September 18th. So I'm going to guess that you're going to have, women signing as free agents with teams before going through the draft. I'm guessing. I'm not exactly sure. Even the article really doesn't go into that very much. But the draft is going to be held on September 18th. 15 rounds. There's going to be 15 rounds here. Which, I saw 15 rounds and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of rounds. But then I thought, well, there is only 6 teams. So, it kind of makes, sense. It's also going to be done, the order of the draft is going to be determined by a lottery. So, just like the NHL lottery, it's going to be determined by, by whoever wins the lottery. And it's going to be done in a snake variety. Now, some people would wonder, okay, what's in a snake variety? What's a snake variety? The snake variety is the team who drafts last in round 1 drafts first in round 2. So it's basically, goes one way in the first round, and then it's almost the same order, just flipped in the second round, and then it goes vice versa, back and forth. So that's what they call the snake variety. So the team that would draft 6th in round 1 drafts 7th in round 2, and then the team that would draft first drafts 12th. So that's kind of how the snake variety goes, and it flip flops each round. So it's definitely interesting, and I said this in the video the video that I did in the car. I really want this to work. I've watched women's hockey. Women's hockey's fun. I also want to see, because when it comes to women's hockey, it always seems, especially in the international competitions, it's always Team USA, Team Canada. Those are the 2 powerhouses, which is awesome. But I want to see women's hockey grow. I want to see this league become something. I really want to see this league work. And I want to see women from all over the world get involved in this and make like the Olympics, not just a cakewalk for Team USA and Team Canada. I want to see some competition here. I want to see some good women's teams from Sweden, from Finland, from Russia, from the United Kingdom, from, anywhere in Europe you can think of. I want to see it. I want to see that happen. I want to see it be competitive. Now, one thing that I don't know if this will happen, I think it would be kind of fun if they had some body checking. I'm not talking, I'm not talking like, dirty open ice hits, like the type Scott Stevens threw back in the day. I'm not saying, you need to have one gal from one team just come steamrolling across and just boom, but, get some battles over in the corners, when you're fighting for the puck, let's see some, you're trying to move it up the ice, you get a body check against the boards, stuff like that. Let's see those corner battles. Let's see the sticks going. Let's see a little cross checking in the back. As they would say, as Reggie Dunlop would say in Slapshot. Lean into them, let them know you're there. That's kind of what I'd like to see this be. I don't know if that will be that way, but competitive. I want to see it be competitive. I want to see it work. I really want to see it work. And the fact too that if this can potentially work, if this is looking like it could work, the potential NHL involvement I think could be huge. Where, I don't know necessarily if maybe you have, if you're looking at some of these, if you do have NHL involvement, like the team in Boston, maybe they're sponsored by the Boston Bruins. The team in Minneapolis, St. Paul, sponsored by the Minnesota Wild, and so on. I think that could be cool. Because, you've got 6 areas here that all have NHL teams, so they could all be involved in some way. And I'm hoping it works. I'm really hoping it works. And it's looking like, too, that what they want to do, like even on like the low end of the scale, is for the players to make at least $80,000 each season on the low end. That would be fabulous. That would be absolutely incredible if that can happen. Got to see what attendance is going to look like before you can just dole out that. You've got to see what's the gate. How much, who are you putting in the seats? Are you putting butts in seats? I am intrigued to see, and I wouldn't mind going to one of these games. Being here in Minnesota, I wouldn't mind going to one of these games. I'd like to see the attendance. I'd like to see if it's well attended. Where are they going to play? I'm curious. For a women's league, they could maybe play out of the U of M. They could play out of Mariucci on the University of Minnesota Gopher campus. That could work. It is a hockey arena. It's where the Gophers play. I think it could work there. And I would love to go to one of these games. I would love to go to one of these games to see them play and to see what the attendance is. I could even, it'd be the kind of thing, I could even, go to one of these games and do a video for the channel, and showing, okay, this is either really well attended, which I would hope, or, man, there's really not anybody here. I'm hoping not that part. Because women's hockey is fun. It really is. It's a lot of fun, and I really want this to work. They've put a lot of thought into this. They really have. They've put a lot of thought into this, along with the PWHPA, I think it was called, Professional Women's Hockey Players Association. So they've worked in tandem with them to put this together. And I'm really hoping that this ends up becoming a business model that not only will work, but can work to a point where maybe after a couple of years, you go from 6 teams, then you go to 8, then maybe 10, and so on, and see how, and see if it grows, if the league can grow, because I women's hockey's fun. I like watching women's hockey. Women's hockey, those ladies are just phenomenal on the ice. You watch a lot of especially the girls that play for Team Canada. Oh man, just incredible hockey players. Same with Team USA. Great players, and for them to have their own league that they can play in, that hopefully is prosperous, that has a good business model, that not only can make money but can grow. To me, that would be absolutely incredible. It would be awesome. And it would also be awesome to have the NHL's involvement, especially in these areas. They all have NHL teams. They could do, a lot of cross promotion stuff with their NHL, with the NHL franchises. And, I think it'll be really cool. So again, the draft is on September 18th. Players interested have to declare by September 3rd. And yeah, season will start January of 24. Not exactly sure what day yet, but sometime January of 2024, the PWHL will begin, and hopefully hopefully it's prosperous. I really hope it's prosperous. Let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see the women's league work? Me personally, selfishly, I do. I really want to see this work, and I want to see it grow. But let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see this league grow, or are you not? Or are you not that into women's hockey? I'd love to know your opinion. Let me know in the comment section. And again, if you enjoyed the video, it would be awesome if you hit the like button. If you really enjoyed it, again, it would be awesome if you hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell too if you want to be notified anytime future videos are uploaded. And yeah, selfishly, I enjoy women's hockey. I want this to grow. I really want this to work. Let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys later.